First, we will be looking at the basic setup of this project that we have. We have a member controller, which is a CDI bean that handles the layer between the JSF page and our repository or our member registration. Then we have the member repository, which handles storing of our entities. It uses the standard entity manager from Java Persistence and does some simple queries. Our entity, which is a JPA entity, has a couple of fields, a name, an email, and phone, and uses Hibernate validator. Then we have a JXRS REST service endpoint and a member registration AGB to handle events around our member registration. So in our test case, we are saying that we want this to run with our Killian. We have defined the deployment to be a web archive. It adds all the necessary resources like persistence XML and the beans XML from CDI. To set this up in a POM file, we have added a couple of dependencies. So we're using our Killian Universe JUnit module. We also have defined Graphene and Recorder, but we'll look more into those in the next demo. Inside our Killian XML file, we have defined this to run against the JBoss EAP 7 Beta 1 remote adapter. And it being remote means that we need to have some kind of server already up and running. So let's start our JBoss EAP server. There, we're done. Now back to the test case and have a look what that actually does. So we're injecting the member registration to the AGB. We're creating a member and we're registering it with that session bean. So we looked at before, this is just a simple AGB and will be registered or persisted to our database. This being a normal JUnit test and integrating with JUnit, we can simply do run as JUnit test. Looking at the server console log, we will see that the deployment is happening. We can see that the tests are running and that it undeploys. Inside the log here, we'll see our system out from the test case, which proves that we're actually inside the container as opposed to being coming up in a console log.